right in the middle of your second date update right now. It's commercial-free New Country, 99.5 QYK, trying to help out Will this morning. He has gone on a date with Tammy. Now, he told us a few things about this date. He said their dining experience was ruined, and it kind of ruined the date for both of them.
Yeah, he just said it was taking a while for food, but he's like, I know that her and I were connecting, and I asked him, well, how did you know? And he's like, you just know, we were talking, the conversation was going well. He's like, everything was going great. He goes, but I just kind of want a do-over on this one.
Wants a do-over, wants to show her a better time, I guess, and she is not responding to any of his calls or texts. So we tracked down Tammy. We have her on hold right now. Let's bring her on with us. Tammy, you there?
I'm here.
All right, Tammy, thanks for hanging on for us. We appreciate it. I think Kevin talked to you off the air and kind of told you what this is about, right?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, so you're cool with talking to us on the air?
Yeah, you ask me anything.
All right, great.
Okay.
Here we go. So you know this is about your date with Will. We heard about it. He said you guys went to dinner. He said the dinner was not that great because some things that the restaurant was doing as far as taking a long time and whatnot. But he had a great time with you and said that you guys clicked, but has not heard from you since the date and is kind of confused. So we thought we'd just kind of ask you what's going on here because he wants to make it up to you.
Will wants to make it up to me?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said, yeah. He wants you to have a better experience, he said.
Well, I don't know how it could be better with him.
Uh-oh.
Okay, what happened?
Well, he made this huge scene at the restaurant.
Uh-oh. What
You didn't hear about
happened?
that? Well, we got there. Everything was fine. I mean, the food was a little late. Yeah, that happens. But he just got crazy. And he just got all mad about it. And he started taking it out on the waiter and like being very rude to the waiter and yelling at the waiter because the food was late and causing this big scene. And then the next thing you know, he walks over, leaves the table and goes to the manager. And he's only 50 feet away, so I can hear everything. And he's like yelling at the manager, like going off on the manager, having this huge scene about the food being late. And I was totally embarrassed. And he really embarrassed himself, to be honest. And just huge scene, like just appalling. Like I was so embarrassed.
Well, I can understand that'd be a little kind of humiliating. So,
Were other people looking at him too, or?
Yeah, because he was yelling, like everybody in the whole restaurant could hear him. I mean, He was huge. Like, and then he comes back after he was talking to the manager and saying that the manager gave us free dessert, but he wasn't going to take it. And then he ended up walking out. Like he didn't even pay for the food. Like
he didn't pay for the food. He walked out.
Yes. And I mean, I felt bad for the people. So I paid for the food. I had to pay for it because I felt so bad for them. And he's like, and when I walked out of the restaurant, he was in the parking lot and he's still going off about it. And finally he gets into his car, I get in my car, and then there it is, done. It's like the worst situation. And I had to pay for the date.
Yeah, wow.
Holy cow. I wouldn't go out with that guy either again.
That seemed like that escalated pretty quickly there.
Yeah, and it's extremely embarrassing. I mean, poor people at the restaurant,
Okay, well, Tammy, we didn't know all that. But we do have Will on the phone. I'd like to bring him back on. Do you have a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Will, you there?
Yeah, I don't really understand why a restaurant that doesn't understand how to conduct a business and ruins a date is my fault, to be perfectly honest.
Well, dude, you don't walk out on a tab.
Excuse me, with all respect, you weren't there, Tammy. You know how that guy treated us. It wasn't just that the food was a little late. It was extremely late.
You were so rude, causing a big scene to everybody, embarrassing yourself, and definitely me. Like, you went off on the people. The poor waiter was almost in tears.
I don't know what to tell you. And these people have been in business for how long?
It doesn't matter. And then you start yelling at the manager, and then you just walk out and leave me to pay for it.
I think that's the biggest deal. Is the biggest thing is you made her pay for the meal.
I didn't make you pay for it. You could have followed my lead and gone out and stood on principle. The treatment that we got, you know it was unacceptable. The way the waiter acted when I was not. To start, I was polite. I simply brought up the fact that the food was a little bit late. We'd seen other tables get food. We knew that.
You yelled at her, like almost putting her into tears. I mean, the poor kid, it's probably her first job ever, and you just ruined her whole career of ever working again because you were so rude to her and scared her to death.
Why would she go back out with you?
You know, man, kind of talking out of both sides of your mouth there. I mean, earlier in the conversation, we were talking about how people have too thin skins in society nowadays, and now here you are, like, oh, the poor waiter, you ruined the waiter's life. It's a hard job, all right? I mean, I worked the service industry in my 20s. It's people have been far worse to people in that context, is all I'm going to say, much less.
I don't care what other people, I mean, I'm talking about how you were on our first date. I can't imagine going out with you again.
Oh, there it is, right there. All right, well, It doesn't look like Tammy's looking for another date, Will.
Nope.
I guess it seems like Tammy would rather just let people walk all over her. Go find a guy that's not going to say a word. Go find a guy that's not going to defend you.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right.
That's fine.
Well, Tammy, thank you for coming on this morning. Will, appreciate you reaching out and coming on as well. You guys have a great day, okay?
Sure.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Wow.
I would not be going out with that guy again.
He told you, Lana.
Yes, he did.
I'm just like, I mean, why would she go back out with him?
Yeah.
He walked out of the restaurant saying he wasn't going to pay the tab and then leaves her to pay it.
Yeah.
Makes a scene in the restaurant. I mean, stuff happens. I get it. He even said he worked in the industry.
Right.
So stuff happens sometimes.
People are going to have something to say about this. I don't want to hear it. 800-992-1099. 800-992-1099. Hit us up.